that you are doing amazing and fantastic and wonderful. So today's video is all about pen names for Vicki Delany. So Vicki Delany is a cozy mystery writer. One of the ones that I fell in love with, that I actually read, it's the only book of hers that I've read, is The Resty Murdered Gentleman. It is a year-round Christmas mystery series, which you guys know, Christmas is my favorite time of the year. So there are 5 books in this series so far, and it says, in Rudolph, New York, it's Christmas time all year long. But this December, while the snow-lined streets seem merry and bright, a murder is about to ruin everyone's holiday cheer. As the owner of Mrs. Claus's treasures, Mary Wilkinson knows how to decorate homes for the holidays. That's why she thinks that her float in the semi-annual Santa Claus Parade is a shoo-in for best in the show. But when the tractor pulling Mary's float is sabotaged, she has to face facts. There's a Scrooge in Christmas Town. Mary isn't ready to point fingers, especially with a journalist in town writing a puff piece about Rudolph's Christmas spirit. But when she stumbles upon the reporter's dead body on a late-night dog walk, the police suspect he was poisoned by a gingerbread cookie crafted by her best friend, Vicki. Mary will have to put down the jingle bells and figure out who's really been grinching about town before Vicki ends up on Santa's naughty list. So that is the first series that I ever knew her by, but there's this other series that I feel like I need to know more about, and it is her Sherlock Holmes cozy mystery series. So it's a Sherlock Holmes Bookshop mystery series, and the first one is Elementary She Read. It looks adorable. So Gemma Doyle, a transplanted English woman, has returned to the quaint town of West London on Cape Cod to manage her great-uncle Arthur Sherlock Holmes Bookshop and Emporium. The shop, located at 222 Baker Street, specializes in Holmes canon and is also home to Moriarty the cat. When Gemma finds a rare, potentially valuable magazine containing the first Sherlock Holmes story hidden in the bookshop, she and her friend Jane, who runs the adjoining Mrs. Hudson's tea room, set off to find the owner, only to stumble upon a dead body. Gemma is the police's first suspect, so she puts her consummate powers of deduction to work to clear her name. Investigating a handsome, rare book expert, the dead woman's suspiciously unmoved son, and a whole family of greedy characters desperate to cash in on their inheritance. But when Gemma and Jane accidentally place themselves at a second murder scene, a race to uncover the truth before the detective locks them up for good happens. So that looks fantastic. I don't know why I have never picked up this series before. I 100% need to. I feel like I am, you know, slacking in not having read that. But I have read the other series that she writes by under the name of Eva Gates or Eva Gates. This is By Book or By Crook, a Lighthouse Library mystery series. I really enjoyed this series. I thought it was a really cool concept of having a library in a lighthouse. So for 10 years, Lucy has enjoyed her job poring over the rarer tomes of literature for Harvard Library. But she has not enjoyed the demands of her family's social whirl or her sort of engagement to the staid son of her father's law partner. But when her 10-year relationship implodes, Lucy realizes that the plot of her life is in need of a serious rewrite. Calling on her Aunt Ellen, Lucy hopes that a little fun on the Outer Banks sun and some confections from her cousin Josie's bakery will help her clear her head. But her retreat quickly turns into an unexpected opportunity when Aunt Ellen gets her involved in the Lighthouse Library tucked away on Bodie Island. Lucy is thrilled to land a librarian job in her favorite place in the world, but when a priceless first edition Jane Austen novel is stolen and the chair of the library board is murdered, Lucy finds herself ensnared in a real-life mystery, and she's not so sure there's going to be a happy ending. I love this so much. So I I've been really enjoying doing these like pen names, these pseudonyms. If there is a cozy mystery author that you want to know if they write under a different name or anything like that, let me know down below. Vicki Delany was given to me by one of you guys, and so I was like, yes, I will go and sleuth out their other names. I also have a Google Doc down below that has a list of all of the other ones that I've done so far. So I've done Ellie Alexander, Ellery Adams, Bailey Cates, and Melissa Bourbon. And so I have a couple more that I am going to start looking up soon. But that's the end of this chapter of Courtagonist. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, happy reading. Bye.